Hello my dear Photoshop magicians. In this art process I will show you how this artwork was created. Just look at it, a beautiful alien from another planet. But that's not all. I will also show you how I took that artwork and transformed it into a crazy glitchy animation. Let's have a look at it. But actually this tutorial is going to be different from all other tutorials because usually the images that I use, I find them online. But this time I actually hired a photographer and a model, what means the artwork is totally unique. That's why I will show you not only the art process in Photoshop and After Effects, but also how this image was taken, how we prepared to take this image, what assets we used, and so on. So first of all, obviously I had to go and buy little flowers. Then I actually had to cut the flowers into small pieces. And as you can see, I bought 3 different colors. I bought some red, yellow, and white flowers. Then next step was to actually put them on the model's face. And apparently it wasn't as easy as I thought. And the problem was that actually the flowers that I bought were too big. Yeah, I actually asked for the smallest flowers, but apparently for this type of things I need to take flowers that are even smaller. I don't know yet where I can actually buy them, but yeah, I had to find them somewhere. Anyway, we still managed to put it somehow on her face, even if the flowers were pretty big. So this was the original image, and as you can see here is the flowers, and I had to use only white flowers unfortunately because all the other flowers were too big. But that's not a problem because we can still just change their colors in Photoshop. As you can see, it's a nice and simple image. You know, few important things that we had to make sure is that, for example, the flowers are not blurry, and in general all of her face and should not be blurry. Only the background, as you can see, is a little bit blurry, but that's fine because we don't need the background anyway. Afterward, I asked the photographer to do a little bit color editing and make the images a little bit yellow, and that's what she sent me. Now when we have this image, we can actually start working in Photoshop. I like the colors here. The only problem with this image is here, for example, if you look here, there's only black color here, like nothing else. There are no details. And that means if I try to do something here, it's going to look horrible because there are no details, only black color. Another problem with this color grading was that, for example, the white colors are not white, they're kind of yellow. That actually gave me a few problems, but we still managed to do it. So the first thing that I had to do here is actually to make the image black and white. And the reason why I did it because first of all, I wanted to make the image look like it was drawn by pencil. And for that, what I did basically is I went to filter and neural filters. Here there is a pretty cool effect. I used this type of filter here, which is just bluish pencil-like colors, and this was the result that I got, which was pretty beautiful. But I actually had to make it also black and white just not to get the bluish colors. And I know you're probably right now confused, why did you care about colors if you made it black and white anyway? Well, let me show you why, okay? So here what I did is basically I started to add colors to the image, and the way I did it is actually using this thing called color balance. Color balance, you can basically color black and white images. For example, as you can see here, that's what I did, and you can just choose any color that you want. And as you can see here, I have a mask, which means that this color is going to be only on the hair, for example. Then for the face, I wanted to add some kind of cool texture, and I actually found this texture, and let me just show it to you. This was the original texture. It looks like it was painted. That's exactly what I needed because I wanted to make it look like the color on the face is painted, you know, not just edited in Photoshop. For example, this is what I did. Afterward, as you can see, it's good, but it's not visible enough. I had to play with color balance again to add a little bit more colors to this part, and also a little bit hue saturation just to change its colors. Even if you look here, for example, you can see that I am showing this texture not on all parts of the face. For example, this is obviously the whole face with the body, but what I did here is I deleted the color from some of the places to make it look more realistic, like it was actually painted. And if you look here closer, this is actually pretty chaotic and it looks pretty realistic. The reason why it looks so realistic is actually I was using this brush here. Let me just show it to you, my dear friends. This chaotic brush. The cool thing about this brush is that, for example, you know, if I start drawing here, boom, boom, I can delete this and it looks pretty chaotic and very cool. Next step obviously were the lips. Again, I just added the color balance here just on the lips to make them red. So for the color of the back, I added it with the orange. For me personally, I think blue and orange colors do actually go well, and I thought it's gonna look pretty cool. A little bit of brightness contrast to make the image darker and more stronger basically. So as you can see here, I have the contrast on the maximum. So now we need to go and start editing the color of the flowers, add some text on the plaster. And I just started by editing the colors of all of these things one by one. For example, first I started by adding some green colors to these things. Then I added red colors here and here, and basically just add more and more colors to make the flowers colorful and not just white. The last thing that I had to do here is actually make the plasters black. I don't know why, I just thought black is gonna look so emotional if I do them black, and that's what I did basically. This is just a black color here. Simple black color I added here, and I just changed this blending mode to overlay and just duplicated the same layer to make it even stronger. And the last part was actually to do the writing. And for writing, I also actually used color balance, as you can see. So what I did basically is here, for example, I just have this color balance and it's on red. That's why it's so red. And then on the mask, I was just using mask to basically draw any type of stuff that I want, any letters and so on. And that's how I did this bright future, which is obviously right because the future is bright, most likely. And now this was what I got, and still when I was looking at this, I was like, there's something missing, it's like, it's not lively. She looks like a zombie who was colored, to be honest. That's why what I did actually, I took the original image that we had here, so basically this one, and I added it on top of our current artwork. So basically if you look here, boom, as you can see here I have the image, and just when I added on top of the artwork, wow, now it looks so much lively. As you can see, it's not at full opacity, so basically this is how it would look at full opacity, which I don't like. That's why I decreased the opacity a little bit to show both this texture here, the pencil texture, and also the image together, and now it looks I also played here a little bit with the eyes, just making the eyes black, which is wow, making them some light shiny, making them orange and so on. For me personally, probably the best one is black one because I love darkness. So guys, before I show you how I transformed that image into this beautiful and crazy animation, just look at this. Oh my god, this is so good. I want to tell you a little bit more about my classes on learnfromfred.com. On that website, I teach people how to use Photoshop and After Effects to create beautiful artworks and animations. For example, you can go to the website and I'm going to ask you what is your Photoshop level, if you're beginner, intermediate or professional, and depending on what level you are, I will show you different classes. For example, if you're already intermediate and you have some Photoshop knowledge, you can go and learn actually some advanced techniques, how to create this viral poster, how to create this liquid glitch effect, cool ideas for your next Photoshop project. Or maybe you want to learn how you can animate actually artwork in Photoshop. Or maybe even how to create this crazy animation. Stop calling me. Just look at this. What? I also have a class for that as well here. Or maybe, just maybe, you want to create this animated artwork. Guess what? I have a class for that as well. You can go to all classes to see all the classes that I currently have. And you can buy them separately. Or in case you want to access all of them at once together, which sounds like a craziest thing ever, you can go and just start learning for $9 for your first month, which is a membership that gives you access to all of the classes on the website and also my personal help. If you look here, these are, for example, some of the examples of artworks that my students have created using my classes. I mean, some of them are even better than my own artworks. I don't know how they did that. By getting the membership, you're actually getting over 60 premium projects. Just go to learnfromfred.com and enroll now for $9 for your first month. Thank you. Let's now go to animating our artwork. So now we will use some mobile applications to transform our image into an animation. And this is the image, obviously, as you can see. And the first app that we need to use is called Muglife. This is it, Muglife. Wow. See what it can do. I'm just gonna start by importing our beautiful image. Usually what this app does, it transforms your image into animation by detecting its face. As you can see, it says no face detected because it cannot detect the face because, I mean, it's a complicated thing, So I will have to create the face on my own. But what I will have to do is I will have to tell the app where exactly are the eyes, the nose, and all the other stuff. For example, something like that. And then what we have to do, we actually have to tell the app where exactly is everything. So for example, the mouth, the eyes, these eyebrows, the nose, and we'll actually have to do these things manually. So as you can see here, yeah, we'll have to adjust all of this manually. This is crazy long, but it's worth it totally. Just look at this. I'm just gonna do it quickly this time. Okay, should be good. Let's just click OK now. Spend so much time on this. What is this? Okay, as you can see now it automatically animated it and it's alive. Wow! So, and now we can actually do whatever we want with the face. For example, I can go to pose face, and here I can do lots of cool things like boom, boom. You know, I can move the face to the left, right. I can actually record all of these animations, and as you can see, it's just going to repeat it. And there's lots of things. I can close the eyes, I can open them, I can make you go boom, 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 and all the others. Yeah, don't do that. Okay. Anyway, and okay, calm down. So after it's done, you can just actually save this on your phone. I'm gonna use an app called Prequel. This app actually helps us to add some cool effects to any videos. So, and I will choose our video. And here what we can basically do, first of all, I need to make sure it fits. And I can add here actually pretty cool effects. So for example, where is it? I can add this cool glitchy effect, and voila, now it's so beautiful and with all the glitters. And there are many other things that you can do here. You know, you can do it like cyberpunk stuff and with some glitchiness, and you can do many other things. But basically what I did here is I used different effects, and I did create 3 different videos using this. So for example, this was the first one. Let me show you the other 2. So this was one. Then I did another one which is like a TV. I don't know, I just thought it looks cool, you know. And this is also from the same app. Then I did another one which is like a zombie and just makes it everything black and white. And then the last one is more like a cyberpunk reboot and robots, androids and all that stuff. So now if you look at the final video, you will see that it includes actually all of this part together. Let's just have a look at it once more. And what I basically did, I took all of the videos that I created using the mobile applications, and I imported them into my laptop, and I used After Effects to combine actually all of them together into one big video. And also, if you remember in the very beginning of that video, there were some effects and glitches that I did manually in After Effects without any mobile applications. Unfortunately, it would take me hours to show you how exactly I did that because it's a long process, but I did show you the main process behind the artwork and the main things that you need to know in order to be able to create that. If you want to be always notified first about all of my tutorials, just go to my Instagram Fred's Gallery, and there I'm actually posting also some short, pretty cool tutorials and newest artworks. Make sure to turn on the bell notification. I hope you loved this video just as much I love you, my dear friend. Okay, I don't know what's happening to me, just I'm too emotional, okay? Check out my classes, learnfromfred.com. Love you, see you in the next video, bye bye.